Here we are, Kimbolton Paddock show on the Saturday night for Rotax event number 7 Wera Tools British Kart Championships. Nicole, quite a spectacular day of racing for, you know, given that it was heats, no pre-finals or finals until we're recording this tomorrow. It got spicy out there.
Yeah, penultimate round, I think you can definitely tell. Bit of a different atmosphere within the paddock. The conversations you're hearing as well between the drivers. Drivers in the top 5 of each class, I've kind of noticed, are talking amongst themselves. Oh, he's on this and he's on that. So, you know, the pressure is on. You know, I don't think pressure's just for tyres in this paddock. It's for drivers as well. But yeah, paddock show set up today then. No Henry this weekend. Andrew and I. Bahamas Baudet is jet setting. He's off in Nassau doing some other commitments, but we've got a Henry. We've got a Henry Hoover, if that counts. We
have, and I would say I think we've exchanged the weather because it's beautiful conditions here at Kimbolton, and
it's raining in the Bahamas.
Baudet's taking the Cardiff weather with him. So there we go. Let's get on into the paddock.
They had quite. Protrain had quite a good day.
Very good day. Let's head on in. I want to see if we can find Jack Collins in here and have a chat to him because he had a tremendous run through things. We're going to have a chat. How's the Jack Collins number 12 train got on today from your perspective?
Not too bad, I don't think. I think it's been all right. Not been where we want to be, but we've still not been terrible. We've been better than what we've been all season, so it's been our best Saturday this year, so got to take it as it is.
What's made the difference today, do you think? It's just a bit of a breakthrough on setup? Is Jack preferring this circuit?
I think Jack likes the circuit more. I think it's his local track, so I think he's a bit more confident here. And I think he's just a bit more happier.
Aim for tomorrow?
Top 15 will be nice. I'll be happy with that. I think it's doable. We'll just have, you know what racing's like. Can't always say as it is.
And what's between now and Sunday's racing look like for you? What, obviously cleaning the kart down, what goes into preparing the kart and keeping the performance going?
Make sure there's nothing that seems out of place, so any cracks or anything seems loose. Obviously, nice prep to make it look all nice and shiny on the track, and then just make sure everything's up to date, up to speed, nothing seems wrong, and just make sure the driver's having a nice evening as well. It's the most important bit.
Good stuff. Well, we'll leave you to it, and well done once again. I say Jack having some really good runs today. This was actually my first time because I was late. Well, not late, just planned arrival only on Saturday morning for this weekend. So this is my first proper walk around the paddock here at Kimbolton. Let's have a little pop into Synergy. Bit of an up and down day for Synergy. In fact, I'm being told to head this way. What have we got over here, Nicole?
Were you going to go to Synergy first?
I was going to go to Synergy,
Let's
but
go to
we can
Synergy
plan. We are going to go to Synergy first. A good day, I would say, for Synergy. Tough at times. Finlay Lyons had some problems on his first heat, but all in all, pace seems to be there for them. Would you say?
I think definitely, but knowing, getting to know Finlay this year, I know he won't be happy with that.
Yeah.
But after that bad result, just every time that something like that happens to him, he doesn't even claw it back. He just goes in and kind of wipes the floor and, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every time he has a bit of an issue, the next race, he's back on that top spot.
There's no drivers in here, so we'll quickly move on because we want to find some pilots.
To be honest, from what I saw before we started the paddock show, they're off somewhere having a water fight. Couldn't talk to that driver.
Couldn't talk to the driver. Never mind.
That's okay.
We'll head on further in to see who we can find and who might still be. Normally on these Saturday evening paddock shows, we interrupt some kind of sporting festival. Whether that be, we've had cricket matches, football matches.
We've got Ella Stevens' kart there.
Ella Stevens' kart is over
Ella's
here.
not over there. I can see Max Littlewood, who is, of course, Marcus Littlewood's brother.
Yes.
Marcus was racing at Kart Masters last weekend. Disappeared from karting for a little bit, but one of those drivers that you see kind of appear every so often and come back into things.
DHR look all very, very wrapped up for tonight. Hunter Motorsport might be open.
I can see Kai Hunter.
I can see Kai in the distance. Kai will definitely have a chat to yourself, Nicole.
Kai will talk to anybody.
Yes, well, and a brilliant day. This has felt to me like
he's back.
He's back. It's been. I wouldn't say out of sorts. I think he's just not had any luck so far this season. But
it's not been him. That's the problem. It's not that he's ever come into a weekend and qualified poorly or had an actual issue with his driving whatsoever. It's that he's had
We've got two drivers here
crashes
because we've
or-
got Guy Cuddington in as well. I'm
There
going to
we
let
go.
you head on
Kai.
in, Nicole.
Hi, Kai.
Yeah.
How's your day been?
Yeah, great. Oh my god. Yeah, successful.
Why?
I won both heats.
Yes.
And it was great.
I think it'd be fair to say you've had a few teething issues so far this year, but we were just saying you're back in action this week. Definitely seeing some more of what we normally see from you. Championship still in contention for that, do you think?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I think the teething bit means, I think you mean like getting driven over. I think that's what you would call it. So, yeah, it's been a hard year. Not the greatest of years, but we're plodding on. We're getting there.
Plodding on.
Yeah.
Is that what you call 2 heat wins by like seconds?
Yeah. We're going in the right direction.
And Guy, you know, up at the front, championship contention. Thoughts about the championship and this weekend at Kimbolton?
It's definitely getting interesting now with the four of us, Kai, Callum and Macaulay. Yeah, I think it's going to get interesting. I don't think many people are going to be letting a certain driver get away easily.
Right.
Is my opinion, but we'll see what comes out. But I think, yeah, I'm not going to get myself into trouble right now. So.
And then as for Rachel, who's racing in Guy Cunnington this weekend, she had a really good quali, and then we saw have a few issues. But that progress that we've kind of seen from a couple of months ago to now, what have you done for her?
Yeah, Rachel's doing really, really good job at the minute. She's only started karting, I think it was 2 years ago to like last weekend or something. So she's got no seat time compared to us, sort of like to me and Kai and that have been racing 10, 15 years plus. So she's doing really well. We've done a lot of obviously just like the data and the GoPro stuff to and the testing that to get her up there. But she's done really well in the last few races, and she's really starting to become a complete driver now.
Yeah, nice to hear. I think one of the Motorsport UK staff can't actually reverse their car there. I was getting a bit distracted. Minna couldn't reverse a car out. Can you not reverse, Minna? She's only just taken the L plates off.
But there we go.
Andrew, then, who's up next?
I think we're going to head down. I can see a KZ down here. Well, I think I can see a KZ. My eyes might be a little bit deceiving me, but I think we'll also see if we can head down to Tooley Motorsport as well and see what we can find out. I say we want drivers. Mechanics, they're always very much like, yeah, it's a good day, yeah, it's happy, yeah, it's fine. Have we got a driver around here at all? Yes. Come on, step in. How's the day been?
Productive day on Friday. We was quite quick. Unfortunately, when the racing started, we had a plug cap come off, so not a great start. Heat 2 was quite a bit better. We was with the front pack. Pace is there. We just need to get through in the pre-final now to have a good chance in the final.
A few more of the KZ2s out there as well. Is that a bit more enjoyable, having some more karts on circuit?
Yeah, definitely. The more the merrier, to be fair. It's obviously you can gain more points if there's more karts on the grid. So yeah, for us, the more people in it, the better.
And is this circuit quite a tricky one for KZ2? Because it's not the longest of circuits.
It's a great track. I really love Kimbolton. I think it's a good KZ track. It's hard when you've got a lot of drivers that are within like a couple of attempts because there's very limited overtaking opportunities. So you've sort of got like the last corner and the first corner. But yeah, it's all about getting off that last corner and getting a good run down into the first.
Hopes for tomorrow?
The times are quick. If we can get through the traffic, then we'll have a good chance. But hopefully we can get on the podium if we have a good pre-final.
Good stuff. Thanks for taking the time to have a chat with us. Are Tooley open? They look pretty. They might be closed.
Closed,
possibly?
I would have thought. We have got a privateer driver,
We
the
have.
83 Junior Max, and I can see a driver as well.
Excellent. Let's
we're
head
gonna-
on in.
We
Let's
can
head
ambush
on
somebody,
in.
Andrew.
And surprise them with an evening visit for Paddock show purposes. We're gonna have a chat. You're gonna need to remind me of your name. Who are you? Introduce yourself for the Paddock show.
Samir Paul.
Samir, talk us through your day. Good day, bad day, bit of the middle.
Bad day, I think.
Why was it a bad day?
First heat we missed, and then second heat, third heat basically, I got 2 penalties, 1 10-second, 1 5-second, so not that good day.
Not that good a day. You're a privateer, if I'm correct in saying. How much prep do you do ahead of it, and what's it like competing as a privateer?
It's really hard, like it's really tough because you've got no teammates to like work with on track or anything, or no data to share between teammates and everything.
But you got some engine support because you got some BRT. How key is their support?
Good. They do quite a good job for us. Yeah.
And this circuit, is it one you enjoy?
Yeah, good. It's nice, fun track.
What is it? Is it specific corners that you particularly like about it?
Just the whole track.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Hopes for tomorrow. What are we aiming for?
At least get into the pre-final from the back, and then get into the pre-final and A-final and everything, and do good in both of them as well.
Good stuff. Well, good to chat with you, Samir. Keep pushing on, and wish you the best of luck for tomorrow. Let's head on round. Have we got any more tents that have opened down here?
There is. Tooley is still open.
Tooley's still open.
See if Max Gilman is in there, because
Yes.
Max, one of the drivers that has come into this championship, not seen too much of him, but one of those ones that every weekend we kind of see him coming back up through the order further and further. Had a bit of bad luck today, unfortunately.
Yes.
Not in there, but Kart
But there's a driver here who's an absolute trooper. I think you need to go and have a talk to, Nicole.
Is it Anaka? Anaka, you had to miss the first heat. We were gutted to see that, because I know that have you come over from Australia? Yeah. What have you thought of British karting so far? And you can tell me a little bit about yourself.
British karting is really, really clean. Like, I really enjoy it. It's really, I don't know, it's just nice vibes over here.
Yeah.
So.
And how long have you been racing for?
This is my start of my 4th year.
Okay. And how much do you do over in Australia? What's the racing like there? And what do you think of the mini and micro classes?
The racing over in Australia is pretty good. It's just not as high of a level as over here. Yeah. What was the other question?
So the mini and micro classes, are they tough, do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yeah. Are you enjoying it though? And how are you enjoying Tooley first weekend with them?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice team and tent to be under and stuff, so yeah.
And are we going to see more of you in the British Kart Championships, or is this just a one-off?
Hopefully we're going to be seeing me, so I'm hoping to come back soon. So.
For a full year or just a one-off, do you reckon?
Hopefully a full year if we can.
Nice. Any tracks in particular in the UK that you'd like to visit?
No, not really.
No? Any?
Yeah.
Nice. And then I can see maybe a little bit of an injury. Put you off for tomorrow, or are you feeling good?
It's a bit sore, but it'll be fine. I'll be able to do it.
Well, good luck, and looking forward to seeing how you get on tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good to
stuff.
see. We've got quite a few girls out this weekend.
Yes.
Then we've got
yeah, it's really good to see.
Anaka.
And new drivers as well. It's good to see new people coming in. And as I say, Anaka was one of the first drivers I saw when I got here earlier on, and it was a bit like, oh, is that the end of the weekend or not? But she's been to hospital, no broken bones, a little bit sore, and yeah, absolutely sterling effort, and was moving forward in the second heat as well. So obviously missed the first one.
Yeah.
So imagine that you're having your debut in a very competitive championship. You can't take part in the first race. Everybody's then up to speed and has kind of got to grips with what the circuit's doing, and then you've got to then go through that phase. That must be really tough as a driver.
playing catch up almost. I think I have to move this way
We're
so
going
we
to
don't
get
get
run
run
over
over.
by Range Rover Sports.
By Richard.
That takes me back to my old days. But
I wonder then, Andrew, if Sam Pollitt is still open, if we can go this way.
Yes, let's have a look. Let's have a look to see if SPR are open. It's already been an absolutely tremendous season for Sam Pollitt Racing. They've hit heights that they've never hit before, and we'll see. I think there's another team that I want to have a little chat with later on. George Whitbread Racing, which is new. Shall we knock on the door? Are we allowed in? Oh, they're playing music. So that's
not allowed
We're not
that.
going to get copyright struck there. Let's have a look at a new team, I think, for the grid for the first time this weekend. George Whitbread Racing, Joel Dixon Cohen, teared through the field in at least one of the races, if I seem to remember correctly. Have we got any drivers around, or have they all hiding away? We've got a driver there. Come on in, introduce yourself for the Paddock show. How's your day been?
I'm Joel Dixon-Cohen, Junior Rotax. It's not been the best of days, to be honest. We didn't finish qualifying and then got caught up in we got 2 bumpers in our heats. We had a 27th in the first one and then a 19th with both penalties. So.
The race pace seems to be there. I say unfortunate with the nose cones, but you were really coming through the field.
Yeah, I mean yesterday in one of the practice sessions we topped the board. So, and I mean today in the races we've been half a tenth off. So, it's there. We just need to put it all together.
And I think, am I right in saying it's a relatively new team? How did the effort for this weekend come about?
I mean, the team started last year, and then it was sort of mainly just me last year. And then this year we've sort of grown, we got the awning, and then this weekend we decided to come here as a guest. We did O-plate, did all right there, got a bit unlucky in the final, but yeah.
Hopes for tomorrow, what would you like to achieve?
Well, I think we'll be in a rep charge, but hopefully we get through that and then just make as many positions in the finals.
Good stuff. Well, I'll leave you to the hard work. Great to see another team on the grid, and best of luck for tomorrow, Joel. So there might be a repper charge, but I think that's a kart that we've seen in the hands of Joel that's got some pace.
As well, I think Joel spoke to him at the O-plate earlier on in the season.
Yes.
He's one of the drivers in the paddock as well that's really hard working when it comes to the sponsorship side of things.
Yeah.
I think he has a few partners, and that's one of those things that he's really focused on, which is really good to see. Being a driver, there's different elements that go into things. Finance is one of those, and to see somebody really young, going after it themselves is really good to see.
It's a thing that I think we really like to encourage. I know last time when we were for event 6 at Shannington, we were talking to Aaron Brown, who serves a position of both being a race driver but also an engine tuner at the same time.
As well, I think it kind of translates when these drivers go into maybe careers in cars.
Yes.
Because that's a really critical thing. Even if you can afford to race a car, you still have partners for tooling, tyres, fuel, all that kind of thing. So it's all like those transferable skills. I think people learn lots of things in karting. There's Logan Rolfe going past there in the van, giving us a wave.
One of our younger drivers. I want to see, is there anyone at Team GMS around? Maybe Chloe McGill as well.
Is Chloe over there? Because she had some good heats earlier on, made up some places, picked some people off.
A bit of a difficult qualifying, but in a way that's always the spirit that I've seen from Chloe, is that she's another driver, like we were saying with Finley Lines, has that bounce back ability, and it was looking really good. She's not around. That's okay. We'll talk to Chloe again in a future event. Let's carry on down. Let's get into. So we've got about 5 minutes to go.
Whilst we're talking then, Andrew, what's been the highlight of your weekend so far?
Do you know what? I'm going to say race starts. I really like race starts around this place.
The KZs
are always good, but for me, you go to so many, when you do this as regularly as I do, you go to a lot of circuits, and they mostly are clockwise, and you go...
I found a driver, by the way.
Driver, come on in whilst we finish this one. You start third and it's better than second place, and it's like, here we go, the guys on the outside, the guys and girls on the outside are going to get nowhere. I love that round here you can slingshot it round the outside. It adds something to the racing that is really good, really exciting, and we don't often see elsewhere.
Yeah. Who have we got here then? I know who you are, but...
Max Jolly.
Max, right, let's talk through it. First race, what happened?
Something was wrong with my car. The fuel was coming out of the top, so yeah.
But you bounced back well, you raced well in the second one. Are you happy with how the recovery went?
Ish. I could have done better on my racing part. I'll try next tomorrow.
Am I right that I think you've learnt a lot so far in this season? We've still got 1.5 rounds to go. What's been, say, the biggest thing that you think you've learnt this year?
Learning from other drivers, trying to race a bit better.
And tomorrow, what are we thinking? I mean, obviously with that first result, you'll be starting a little bit further back in the pre-final. Do you think you've got the pace to race through and get in the top 10 or even more?
I've got the pace to win it. I just need to race harder and harder.
And avoid any moments along the way.
Yeah.
Who would you like to thank for getting you here this weekend?
My dad, my mum, Jordan, Reese, Kai, and all the team.
Good stuff. Best of luck, Max, for tomorrow. Always good to have a chat with Max.
Carb issues then, he said, fuel coming out the top. I've had that happen before.
Yeah.
Not in the minis, but in junior and senior. Sometimes it's a bit of a needle issue. I think when you're not in karting, if you've not mechanicked or raced, it's really hard to understand how
the
technical
intricacies.
These things actually are. You know, they're small machines, but there's a lot of tiny little elements that go into them. And it's different from the car because everything is I can see Henry Gregory over there laughing.
We found a driver, someone who I want to speak to.
All the components.
Miles,
detailed.
I have one question. That first race start, how did you do it?
Cheered.
Are you happy with it? It seems to me like you're back. You're back in terms of form, good pace today?
Don't know, wouldn't say so. If you'd have asked everyone else in the audience, probably yesterday and this morning, they'd probably say something different. But there's like a third or fourth dummies gone this weekend on it or something like that. What do you reckon, Sam? How many dummies do you reckon?
We're into double figures.
It's gone past the moon. I forgot we're live. I can't swear, can I?
No, you can't. You're going to give everything jobs to the guys. But yeah, a really good team performance as well. I think you've constantly had you guys in the team, and Josh, I think you had a 1, 2, 3, 4 at one stage during the heats. It looks like more racing are really on top form this weekend.
Yeah, Jake's been absolutely rapid all weekend. Fair play to him. Hasn't put a foot wrong. Got very unlucky in Heat 1 not to win that. Obviously benefited me, but he still had enough pace in hand to be fourth in that. Josh as well, still championship lead, which is good. I think he's starting fourth tomorrow. And then we'll just play by that to see what to get the best team result at the end of the day.
Good stuff. I'll leave you to it. Cheers, Miles. Thanks for your time. And yeah, as I say, it's like his BUKC days when he used to come flying past me. Henry, coming in. You're skulking around. You on spanners this weekend?
No, just a bit of data and coaching this weekend for the MLC team around Kimbolton. Ended up on the spanners for last heat, but it is what it is. It's been a half decent day really overall. Few people struggling, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Do you enjoy it being on the spanners, or would you rather be out there racing against these guys?
Oh, definitely racing. Definitely a lot more, how would I say, enjoyable when you're behind the wheel. But a lot of hard work definitely goes behind on the tools, and I think some of the drivers don't actually realise how much effort the mechanics put in. But me personally, I enjoy both, so I don't mind. Also watching the racing, all the chaos going on out on track. So yeah, it's definitely a different perspective.
But a decent day for the team. I know Alex Goodson, I think I'm right in saying, had a really strong second heat after a bit of trouble in heat 1. That must have felt good.
Yeah, he had a quite difficult heat 1, a few issues, but decent comeback into heat 2, making our way through the pack. I think it was like P14 in the end from the back, but definitely an improvement from where we were this morning.
Good stuff. I'll leave you to it, and I think we're probably going to be wrapping up there for.
I think that's actually all we've got time for.
Track walk. William Antrobus, the fastest mullet in Cambridgeshire this weekend, running on by there. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a quieter, let's say, with Henry not here. He will be back, more relaxed, less chaos. But do hope you've enjoyed it. Keep it locked here on Karting UK and on the Alpha Live channel, because we've got lots more racing to come here this afternoon at Kimbolton.